Give me power of sight to know what's wrong and what's right, that I may soar in flight to that one without a second, that one without a second. Brahman is whole, Brahman is one, all is Brahman, all under the sun. Brahman is whole, Brahman is one, all is Brahman, all under the sun. You give the power to speak, the wisdom that's moving our feet, the wind that moves our breathing. You are without and within, my mother, father, and friend, my dearest beloved, my dearest beloved. Brahman is whole, Brahman is one, all is Brahman, all under the sun. Brahman is whole, Brahman is one, all is Brahman, all under the sun. Purify my mind with your light, that I may know there's no night, only thy loving presence. Give me power of sight to know what's wrong and what's right, that I may soar in flight to that one without a second, that one without a second. Brahman is whole, Brahman is one, all is Brahman, all under the sun. Brahman is whole, Brahman is one, all is Brahman, all under the sun.
Om Asato Ma Sadgamaya Tamaso Ma Jyotirgamaya Mrityurma Amritangamaya Abir Maidhi Rudro Yatte Dakshinang Mukham Te Namang Pahi Nityam Te Namang Pahi Nityam Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. O Lord, lead us from the unreal to the real. Lead us from darkness to light and illumination. Lead us from death to immortality, and nevermore shine in our hearts with your resplendent face. Om peace, peace, peace be unto us all. So today, nice to see you all. Good morning. And today our topic is processes of purification. So the question comes, purification. What to purify? Vedanta teaches we are already pure. So nothing to do. Some even think that if I am ever pure, who meditates on whom? What is meditation? What is spiritual life? So nothing to do. Really, ultimate truth is that we are all Brahman. Just you listen to the song, all is Brahman. But do I understand anything excepting the words? It just goes over the head. You say, the good thing. But why I don't understand? Is it a realization? Is it truth, or it is just a fiction of your mind or some intellectual conclusion? Ultimately, truth is absolute, truth is Brahman, truth is Atman, truth is the reality, and it is ever shining, ever peaceful, ever joyful, ever blissful. And that we call God. And in Vedanta we call it Brahman. Vedanta also accepts everything, God, goddesses, incarnations, down this way to up to the absolute. And there are so many philosophies of looking at the truth. But the main point in all religions is to find the truth. And the truth is to be discovered. Is it hiding somewhere? Where it is hiding? And what process can help us to unfold that reality within and everywhere? So spiritual life is, as we go, very simply we can say that it is God realization, and God is to be found out somewhere as if He is not here. God is all the time. We call Brahman is all the time here. Even in any language we say God hears our prayers. God listens to our cravings and desires to fulfill and redeem us, help us. But where? I don't feel Him. So what to do? God is there, I am here, but no connection. So there is a gap. And that gap is called ignorance in Vedanta. In some religion we call it sin. Some religion we call, say, dukkha, suffering. But the point is that there is that reality now and here. But I don't experience because there is some obstacle. There is some barrier in between. And all spiritual practice, without spiritual practice, this experience will never happen. And all the religion stands on this experience that they have experienced God. But every religion have instructed by their founders that there is a process by which we can get it. And every religion fundamentally will come to this conclusion: you need to purify yourself. Purification of yourself, not God. The sun is not to be purified, but our vision obstructed by the cloud, that is to be purified. The mind which is clouded, which does not allow me to see the truth behind this apparent reality what we are living, which is really, if we deeply think how fictitious is this, how unstable is this, but we think it to be so real, but there is the reality which is hidden to us. No one has hidden, it is my mind has hidden. So the purification of the mind, purification starts with the body, purification starts with the mind. The word purification is so important in all spiritual tradition. In Vedantic tradition, we say you know yourself. In an Islamic tradition, if we go, there will be the tradition of purity. In Quran it is mentioned, indeed Allah loves those who are constantly repentant and loves those who purify themselves. He loves those who purify themselves is a word, beautiful word. Those who purify themselves. That means it is our responsibility, not God's responsibility, to purify ourselves. And that what does it mean? Mostly physical purity, bodily purity, physical impurity, So one should be clean in body. And major ritualistic impurities are there. So, and minor rituals, impurity to clean. Most of them is speaking about cleaning the body first, and then with a clean body, you go to pray. 5 times pray. What do you mean by? To keep the mind focused. Oh, this is my time for connecting with God. This I am to go. 5 times. Oh, it's morning. Oh, it's noontime. Oh, it's evening. It is afternoon. It is constant awareness in the whole day, which is the key of the practice of purification in the Islamic tradition. And when you are going to that, you cannot go unclean. You wash yourself. So they have to wash their hand and feet and this and that. But this is purification, there is a process. The key, though it's not very definitely understood, but the process is to purify the body and mind. Whole spiritual domain is purifying the mind, but we cannot just start at mind, we have preparatory things in the body. Cleanliness of the body and cleanliness of the mind. And then cleanliness of the understanding will come by that. And cleanliness of our ego will also happen. It is a simultaneous, spontaneous purification continues that way. So there is we find that in Islamic tradition, as Quran said, he has succeeded, who purifies it, the soul, and he has failed, who instills it with corruption. The spiritual traditions, all the spiritual traditions ultimately speaks of the same pure divine nature of ours. But is it all interpretation by the people like the priests and mullahs and all what we call all the spiritual leaders? We create trouble for you people to explaining the truth. Better if it is not explained and directly read, it will clarify much more. The world is troubled by explanations and interpretations. God is very simple. So this is the point that we find that the spiritual people in Islamic tradition, they see how the Sufi mystics, look at them, how they get absorbed, first cleaning the body and then taking the name of God and thinking Allah, 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 and then purifying and they get absorbed into a mood where one Rumi is produced, where you will find many Sufi mystics who are absorbed in God consciousness. That's the goal of life. Purification has led them to that stand. What is purification? Purification is ignoring the outward show of this world. We live with that, but it does not satisfy. So to turn the attention towards more inward journey, and that inward journey is the process of purification, means clarity of vision is coming, not the outside, but everything is within, and then they turn inward and get absorbed deeply. When they dance in Sufi mystics, we have been once in this Pacific, what is this here? One Pacifica, no? There is one retreat, so of the interfaith people like that. We came one time, and that was seeing that how singing and dancing in the name of God, they totally getting out of the outer consciousness and getting into it more and more and more. So purification is a fundamental need of life. And it is said that, as I just mentioned, that purity is half of faith, and purity is the essential thing in life. So Islam, according to Islamic tradition, who will inherit paradise? It is said, believers. You believe there is only one God. Yes, every religion says there is God. Buddhism, of course, don't say about God, but they talk about what? Buddha, state of Buddha, Bodhisattva, state. What is that state? That's not state of crying and weeping. That's the state of freedom, state of eternal solace and peace inside. No? So those who believe in that reality, there is something transcendental, not of the mundane. So that believers, they will inherit paradise. Second, who humble in their prayers. Every day they humble that, oh Lord is the Creator God. I am humbled at you, and so please purify me. Turn away from idle talks. See, no religion gives vent to that, but people forget those parts. And they engage themselves with the worthless, useless external rituals and external dogmas and doctrines and sectarian ideas. To introduce yourself, turn away from idle talks. If you look at our life, how much we spend our days in idle talks. In Hinduism, it will, of course, right and left will say, stop. In Bhakti school, in Jnana school, ashupte, amrite, kalang nait, vedanta chintaya. You engage your day and night. Not talk any mundane talk. Ashupte, till you go to bed every day. Amrite, not 1 day, 2 days, 3 days, 5 days, no, 1 year, 2 years, 5 years, till you die. That period of time, ashupte, amrite, kalang nait, your time should be spent. Kalang nait, vedanta chinta, you are infinite, you are pure, you are stainless, you are this, day and night thing like that. Vedanta is very specific and more hammering on this point. And every religion is talking about that. Here also saying, turn away from idle talks, mundane talks. We have to live in the world does not mean that we will not talk about share market today. What is going on? You have to, because you have to survive and you have to put in better investment. But that is not should be the life whole day, talking about something more. So that's why turn away from useless talk. Actually, if we record what we talk whole day in our cell phone or somewhere, and we listen to that afterwards, what did I say whole day? How much it was meaningful, useful, purposeful, and how much I could not have said all those things. So this is self-analysis. So it says turn away from this type of talk. Observant of charity. Feel for others. Think of yourself less. I first, and every I, me, mine only, and then don't think about anybody. That's not spirituality, that's not life, that's not removing the process by which one can purify oneself. That's what I am talking about from, I collected all this from, as you know, from where? Google or AI? So it is not my credit. So they say that, but the point is, it is very clear, that point is that purification, how the ideas are clear there. So the observant of charity, that means to think of others first, think for the suffering of others, think to remove their difficulties a little bit. That feeling, that sense of expansion, that idea of thinking of the sufferings of others is one of the purification process. So, and regular prayers, not 1 day or 2 days, but regular, and that's why we find that the devout Muslim people in the plane you can find sometimes, in the airport we find that there those who are really engaged into that type of devotion, they practice those things. So it is a reminder, it is mindfulness. Mindfulness, how many times we remind ourselves about God? Normally we don't do. But the formula says 5 times at least you do. And that time at least remember, oh, I'll have to think of God, I'll have to think of God, and I'll have to pray to God. And what they pray? Their prayer, they say that first prayer comes, God is the greatest. Which religion does not accept that idea? God is the greatest. The first prayer is God is the greatest. Second prayer, you alone we worship, O Lord, and you alone we ask for help. Guide us in the straight path, the path of those you have blessed, not of those who have earned your anger or gone astray. That means don't listen to negative thoughts, negative ideas. I am listening to you, and guide us, bless us in the right path of righteousness. He is Allah, the One, Allah, the Eternal. So what does it make a difference if you say Brahman is eternal and Brahman is beginningless? The truth is the same, expressed in this way. And they are praying every day. He is Allah, the One, Allah, the Eternal, is the One. We say, Ekameva Advityam in Vedanta. There is no distinction. There is no two. There is absolute One. And He does not beget, nor He is begotten. And there is none like unto Him. See, it is the fundamental of all spiritual traditions. And it is so much given in everyday prayer time. They either sit, kneel down, stand up and pray in different standing positions. So it is saying that that He is Allah, the One, He is the Eternal. He does not beget, nor is begotten, and there is none unlike to Him. Glory be to my Lord, the most great. O Lord, to you is all praise. Glory be to my Lord, the Most High. Like that, all greetings, prayers and good things are for Allah. Peace upon you, O Prophet, and mercy and blessings of Allah. Peace be upon us and all righteous servants of Allah. I bear witness there is no God but Allah, and Muhammad is servant and messenger. So what is the prayer? Prayer is connecting with oneself to a higher state of reality and ignoring the apparent world and the sufferings and pleasures and pains and anguish and all these things, withdrawing the mind from there. That is the process of purification. Purification is, see, this is I talked about Islam. Now if you go to the Christianity also, see, the whole Christian world stands on prayer. Main sadhana, main practice is prayer, prayer, prayer. Go to your solitude, go to your closet, think and pray to Him, the Lord God who listens to everyone. No? Blessed are the pure in heart, for they shall see God. This is a very fundamental point. They shall see God. The straight word, there is no confusion, there is nothing to understand. Anyone can understand. To see, they shall see God. No question. How? Are the pure in heart. What is the pure in heart? This heart which is impure. How it is impure? Physical heart is impure? No, all hearts are same. If doctors operate, the hearts will be almost same. But what is the pure heart? What is the impure heart? Saint's heart. Saintly people, their heart is pure heart. Saint Teresa of Avila, Saint John the Cross. You listen to many saints in the Christian world, their hearts are all pure. They see God everywhere. So what is that heart? Not the physical heart, but the feeling, but the emotions and the understanding about the divinity. They have been freed from all anger, frustration, everything surrendering to God, depending on God, and listening to the prayer and listening to the inner voice always. And they feel the stigmata. They become one with God. Even the points you find the bleeding, blood coming out, and that so much intense identification with the divine and detachment from this world and worldliness. That is the purification. Purification word sometimes can get confused, and we really feel something, it's something we are talking about, something in the heaven. It is our day-to-day practice. We are to be pure, and we are pure, pure we are. But our mind is all clouded with our selfishness, with our pettiness, with our meanness, me and mineness, and restricting my identity into the body and mind. So this is purity, purity, purity. Oh Lord, and then when you call upon God, what happens? Our mind, which is connected with the world, it just takes a shift from world to God. I have no idea, I have no experience of God. By my concept of God, God as purity, God as essentially joy and peace and solace and one God, absolute God, and that mind turns gradually to that. And as much it turns, that's the purification happening internally. So that's why spirituality is transformation. Spirituality is the transformation of the personality. That person, as he was a brutal person, he will be a human who have generated love for humanity gradually and forget their selfish ends to go to that unselfish attitude and gradually move on at a state where it will be mind will be thinking of the divinity everywhere. This transformation is called the purification process. That is the process, and those process are 10 commandments are the process. Listening to the Sermon on the Mount, all the advice has been given just to follow in life, be meek, be pure in heart, love others, sacrifice your selfish ends, all taking us away from our mental construct in which we live in the present. It leaves and takes us to the higher platform of purification state where is pure God. And then that person becomes God, God-like. Their presence gives us joy. Presence lifts us our mind. In the Psalm, it said that create in me a clean heart, O Lord. O Lord, create in me a clean heart and renew a right spirit in me. That is called purity. It is a prayer. We can do our own effort. Vedanta stand is on, it is a devotional approach. That's good. By any approach is not the point. To reach the benefit of this practice is important. So it is every day if one says, O Lord, create in me a clean heart. My heart is all clouded, all confused. I don't see things. I see things wrongly. So create a clean mind so that I can see the truth face to face. And renew a right spirit in me, in my guide me. We say in Hindu tradition we say Dhiyo yona prachodayat. O Lord, guide my intellect towards the highest truth. Take me to the path of eternal freedom. Clean my heart, clean my heart. So that's a process of cleanliness or process of purification. Buddhism, if we go to the Buddhistic idea, what it says? It says there is suffering, very important point. No one have to preach any philosophy to understand this. In this year, can you say that you do not know what is suffering? Suffering is a part of life and we know suffering is there. So Buddha said, yes, suffering is there. And suffering, there is why suffering? There is a cause of suffering. Why cause of suffering? Because we desire. And that's why you get into action. And action leads to more desire to more suffering. It goes on. There is a way to get out of the suffering and it can be free. We can free ourselves from suffering. So 4 principal truths. This is also, what is this? This is a process. How to get out of this suffering principle? That's called 8-fold steps. Right thinking. Look correctly. Sammak drishti. Look at the world in the right perspective. We don't see the world in the right perspective. We are so attached and attracted to it, we grab and hold on. But we do not know the point we hold on, within few seconds it has changed. Take a beautiful flower. Oh, what a beautiful flower. Buddha will say, hey, but it is not beautiful. It is changing. It is for the moment it looks like that. But it is a changing thing and you are giving a value to it as permanent. So, sammak drishti, have a clear vision. Look at the world in its perspective. There is nothing permanent in the world. What we see, it is all changes. And we make it, all these changes make an appearance of reality. And you are deluded by that. That is your impurity. Correct it. Sammak. Try to practice right vision. Then he said, right resolution. resolve rightly what you want actually in life, what is the goal of life, and what should be the stand in your life to run after what is changing and impermanent, and get into the suffering, and suffering again creating another desire to create something more. See, it happens in our life. No? A person is managing his own expenses and everything with a very nice job. Then what happens? Desire comes. Another offer comes, very good. Good offering. Good offering for what? Good salary. Good salary for what? Good big home. And the money will go to pay the rent or the mortgage. And then what is that? I work hard for what? To sleep in the same bed. It is not bigger, you can lie down, expand your body into 10 feet long or wide. You need the same bed space to lie down, and same little shower maybe that will be very nice and nice looking shower and this and that. But physically you don't get anything, but you work like harder and harder and harder. And you say, I am exhausted, I have no time, I don't see anything. What for? Getting good money, getting good house, but only labor, labor, labor. So try to think what you are doing, what is meaningful, what to find. Is it permanent? Is it, or it is moving away? Not that we will be enjoying the life, but the question is, this is sammak drishti, to see, and sammak resolution. Under seeing this, what should be my direction of life? Sammak speak, writes what leads to understand the truth more. We will have to survive. It is not ignoring our normal life, but the question is that we should not run foolishly into this path where forgetting the higher purpose of life, to understanding what we are doing. Our youth will go away, our health will go away, our money will go away. So what? Everything is changing, sun, moon, stars, everything we are thinking is to be real. It is not real in that sense because it is not permanent. It is momentary, it is changing. Shall I run whole life after life on these unchangeful things and not get anything? Like running and trying to catch the horizon and ever go on, drive, see the horizon is there, and you drive on and catch the horizon and see that it has receded the same way. So that's the sammak, right type of resolution is necessary, right type of speaking is necessary, right type of conduct, live a life, right conduct. All your behavior, all your things should please you and please the society and bring benefit to others. Sammak karma, sammak livelihood. Take a livelihood which is congenial for bringing peace in the life. No, there may be high paid job as I give the example, but that exhausts the energy and makes us run after something which takes away our sleep, takes away our peace of mind. It is so hard to live even at a moment and getting into disease and suffering. So think what to do, what is the way out, right effort to understand. I want not the fleeting but the something which is abiding, which will enlighten me. So therefore right effort and right smriti or mindfulness, right mindfulness. Be always mindful what you are doing. These are all processes of purification in this path we are talking about, and ultimately samadhi means concentration. Concentration on that, or it may be focused according to philosophy of Buddhism, but there is a concentration on that eternal or which is unchanging and not withdrawing our attention from which is changing. So we find that this purification again, but purification, as I said, not for the truth. For the truth we need not have to do anything. Sun in the sky in the early morning today was there, but it is fog. We didn't see the sun. So we nothing to do to bring out sun, but to remove the fog. Our foggy mind does not allow me to see the truth. Rather, it gives strength and support to the apparent world what we live in, so that wiping out that misconception that gives us the idea that we are to be purified, purified, purified. In the Vedantic tradition, as we said, that we are all pure. They say you are not to do anything for realizing yourself. Only remove what you are not. That's why they say take the path of negation. Not this. I am not this. I am not the mind. I am not the ego, not the intellect. That is the path of negation. And what you are, Shankaracharya says, that Chidananda Rupa, Shivoham Shivo. I am in the nature of consciousness, I am the nature of blissfulness. That is me. This is not, because this is changing, this is subject. Like Buddhism, the same idea. Here, Buddhism is an offshoot of Hinduism. This Vedantic principle has been applied in different way. So, process of removal of ignorance, with that this cloud which is covered between me and my eternal nature is like the sun and the cloud covers. So, what we do in normally when the sun is clouded, we may cry remaining in the ground, oh, we have not seen the sun for 7 days. But sun is all the time there, you are not to do anything for sun. Sun is shining in its own glory. The sun, eternal sun of peace and joy and blessings, shining all the time. When we are in difficulties and in destructive or lost in our own fear and anxieties and worries, the eternal sun is still shining, only to just cover that cloud and go. What normally we do, take a plane and go above 40,000 feet or something. See, are you to bring out anything, sun from out of nothing? Sun was there, sun is there, sun was there, sun will be there. Only cross that level of cloud, and that cloud of confusion, the cloud of identification with this non-eternal. All our attractions for the mundane, and to think that that is the whole of life. That's why in the Ashtavakra it is said, Muktim ichchasi chettata vishayan vishavatyajo. But you want to lead a freedom, life of freedom. Muktim ichchasi, if you desire to attain that, vishayan, the senses, sense objects which is attaching you to the limitation, you remove or get out of it. That means we will not see that world. Yes, you will see, but in a different vision. It is whose manifestation is this? It is the same reality manifesting in diverse ways due to this play of the divine. So, look at that perspective. Holy Mother said, if you can be desireless, now you will be able to attain that freedom. So, that desirelessness is a process we have to practice. We will be life desireless, and desireless, how can be desireless unless you get something? You can desire higher thing when you can less desire the other thing. Suppose common example, if someone is having a job and he is earning 100,000 and he gets offer of 150,000. So, will he cry, oh, I will have to give up $100,000 job, oh, what a painful thing. Or he will be happy that I am 150,000, I go for that. So, this tag or renunciation is not negative. Renunciation, Vedanta says, you give up the limited and go to the unlimited. So, what is small, give up that. Na alpe sukham asti, muha eva sukham. There is no happiness in little, because always little thing can give us little joy. But that is not satisfying. We want more and more and more till we reach that infinite, bhuma, which is birthless, deathless, eternal, infinite. We are all running for that, not knowing. That's why Vedanta says that a person who is worldly, who is a spiritual, which is non-spiritual, who is a murderer, who is a great person, all are unconsciously or consciously moving towards that infinite joy. process of purification going on. Because not knowing we do something and we ultimately understand, oh, why did I do that? And then I get to repent on that, and then purification comes. Then we try to take a higher path and higher path and higher path, and then comes rejection. When you go to the higher path, you give up the other things. To go to a higher level, you give up the lower level. If I move from here to the Hollywood for 50 years, I am 50 years away from this plot and closer to the destination. So this is the process of purification, goes on, infinite, till we understand that we are one with that reality. Aham Brahmasmi, I am that, thou art that. And this confusion and this delusion will drop off. So, but that, what is the, but there is a necessity of some preparation for that or qualification, and that is the purification. It says, Vedanta says, we all talk about Vedanta. Vedanta says, I am that, but saying will not do. I am that, but if any pin pricks, then I cry out. So, yes, I will cry out, but mind will say, it is the body suffering, not me. But how can I do? I am not in that level. Therefore, they say, you are to be a student of Vedanta, you need purification. So, what you have to do? Asmin janmani janmantareva, in this life or in previous life, you are studying Vedanta, okay, but go to the prerequisites. Purify yourself. Have you purified yourself? That you have not committed any sin, you have not committed anything which is bad, which is leading to undesirable actions. You have given up all these things. So, building up a beautiful character of unselfishness, love, joy, and giving up all the negative aspects of life. And in this life or in other life, we have not committed any blunder, any mistake, any negative action, because mind is so full of positive thinking. So, these are the preparation. We need not be getting frightened because they prescribe too much higher ideas. But the point is that it is purification, purification and purification. Purification means going to that truth, and truth move on and on. Vedanta, that's why teaches us that every day, day and night, think that you are something beyond, you are stainless, you are pure, you have no, and you be a witness in life. Things come and go, just in a mirror, be like a mirror. In the front of a mirror, whatever comes, it reflects, and when it is reflected, it appears to be true. You know, the birds, when sometimes they sit in front of a mirror and they see another bird inside and they peck each other. They go on fighting, but it does not know I am fighting with whom. The bird does not know it is fighting with itself, because it is a reflection. But when the bird goes away, the mirror does not keep any impression. So the spirituality, purified mind it will not keep any impression. You see the world as it goes and comes and goes, but it does not create any impression. Nothing to bother them future. That's why I call drashta, sakshi, cheta, kevala, nirgunascha. All the scriptures say he is the cheta, he is the consciousness behind all consciousness. He is the eternal witness. It does not get diluted, it does not get polluted. It appears pollution. If something comes in front of that mirror, whatever it comes, it reflects. Good, good, bad, bad. But it is not polluted. So the same consciousness of our pure mind is that stainless reality, is that it is uncontaminated in any point of time. Whatever comes, it catches the impression, it's called reflection. That reflection happens for the moment. And you may identify don't identify. It has come, it will go. It is only passing phase of things. So you are that uncontaminated eternal self, all luminous and joy and source of all peace and happiness. So this, to reach that, We have to discard this, discard that, discard that, discard that, go back into the source. So this is also the process of purification. In Bhakti school, Vedanta school I talked about, Bhakti school will say, oh, you want to be a bhakta, so you should have to keep holy company. Sadhu Sangha. Narada Bhakti Sutta will say, Narada aphorism, book of aphorism, will say that Dussanga Sarvadevananda Tajya, Satsanga, holy association is good. Holy association will, what you will do? Holy association. Holiness will eradicate the negative thoughts of mind, that bad association, bad thoughts, negative thoughts, lower types of thoughts will be eliminated. And what will happen when you attend to that peace? Oh, you will be absorbed in dancing, singing, in joy of God. No? That's been parama prema. And this tremendous love for God, when it comes by purification, then you become, you cross the maya. Kastarati mayam, jo mahanubhavam sevate. Those who will cross this ocean of maya, confusion, those who can serve the holy people, serve the holiness, and serve their life for the good of, dedicate their life for the good of others. So in all traditions we find, in all religious tradition, purification has been mentioned, and the process of purification may be different, but fundamental principle remaining the same. Even Patanjali's yoga philosophy, when he talk about meditation, there also say shaucha, the cleanliness, and then they say shaucha shantos, containment of the mind, physical body, purity of the body, containment of the mind, keep the body in good shape so that it helps you meditation, and then withdraw the mind from the external and focus on your mind inside, your chosen ideal. So but the process of purification is everywhere emphasized. Without that, mere talk, the spirituality is mere talk. So therefore, our goal of life is to reach that place of absolute truth which we are all searching for, and everyone, as I said, knowingly or unknowingly, we are all running towards that absolute principle. Some in the crooked road, or in some straight path. Straight or crooked is maybe the path, but all are running to the same truth, because we cannot be satisfied. Bhuma tu eva vijigyasasya, Upanishad says, you cannot stop. You cannot stop at any point unless you reach that Bhuma, your infinite nature. That's infinite nature. How can you be satisfied with little? Because you are infinite by your nature. You do not know. It is covering your consciousness as you are limiting yourself into the body and mind. The same mother identifies with the baby. Baby's suffering becomes mom's suffering. It is called expansion. And if that expansion goes on with the spirituality, if someone is practicing spirituality and this expansion is not happening, something is wrong there. I am a spiritual person, I go to church, I go to temple, I do meditation, I pray, but I don't love anyone. I will be very angry immediately with anyone does anything, and I will go into fist and fight. That's not spirituality, cannot be spirituality, because purification process is the same, whatever language it says, that your transformation will happen. So this transformation is important, and we have to remember that this process continues as we think of God, and as much as we think of God, the other things will be automatically dropping off from our consciousness. The value, the importance of other things will be lessened and lessened. Does not mean that we will not live in the life, does not mean that we will have to go into the forest, but what does it mean? Meaning that it will be to have a new vision, new way of looking at life, and spirituality should be understood that way. There's too much going on from eternity, the struggle about God and religion, but this is an important topic because we need purification. It's a process. There is a process of purification. Whatever religion you believe, that's Vedanta teaches. Sri Ramakrishna came in this world for this teaching. You need not have to give up any religion. Every religion, if you are a true religious person, you will have the same expression of love, compassion and holiness. Ramakrishna practiced Sufism and Islam, and he had the vision. He said, he with his experience, he said, he verified, re-stamped it. Yes, that is the same place one reaches. The point is that Buddhism, Christianity, Islam, not the point. Religions are not the point. But we are not practicing how to purify ourselves. Not purifying ourselves, trying to see something. And my idea is the only idea. And then naturally, that's the same meanness, same unkindness, same body, same cultism, because my group is higher than your group, my guru higher than your guru, my God higher than our God, my prophet, last prophet, there is no prophet. These are all, why are you saying all this? Why not you practice a little bit, inch of practice, and see what transformation comes inside, and that transformation will be the same. Therefore, problem is not in the religion, problem is in our process of purification. And process of purification, any religion I am following, am I not adhering to the principles of their, which the path predecessors have laid down in that tradition, to follow their path, how they transcended this and they became universal. Spiritual people are all universal. They cannot, if there is dogmatism and bigotry and sectarianism covers one person and exclusiveness of everyone, that is not religion. So we as Vedanta students should be careful about this principle, and our whole life is only purification. We are not going to change God. God is not running away. God is not also running away from us. God is here and now. I don't see it by ill fate. Why? I am not purified. Pure, and purification is not something impractical, something lying in the heaven. Right vision, right way of looking, right type of talk, right association. Think what is permanent, think what is impermanent, and hold on to that what appears to be permanent and eternal. So that is the process, and that process will purify. It will, and its purification means purification will come in the mind. Your intellect, understanding will be purified immediately. Your ego will be purified. You will be humbled. You will be, memory will be purified. You will think of something divine in divine level of consciousness. So that is the goal of life, and we should pay attention to that. And then will be this conflict will be reduced in the world. But anyhow, we need not have to think of the world. We are few people. We can do at least our life much better. And by our life better, we contribute to the world more. People first want to go to help the whole world, don't need to help the other world, but first to help here. And if I can spiritualize my life, it is selfishness? No, it is contribution to the world. And that life will be inspirational to others to get more peace. So it is our responsibility to follow, pay attention to the process of purification. Thank you all. Now I have the great pleasure to introduce Swami Sudhananda, who has been given to Southern California from Belur Math headquarters. He is a new addition to our team. So he came in 14th of this June. So the Swami joined in Mysore in 2005, Swami Sudhananda. He was initiated by Swami Ranganathanandaji in 1995. He had his training center or seminary in 2009 to 11. And then he was posted to Bhagavan Krishna's place, Vrindavan, in the hospital center. He worked there 2 years, 2011 to 13. And then he was called to Belur Math headquarters in our headquarters office. And he was there for work for 12 long years. 12 years. And then he is here with us now. He has got his sannyas from Swami Atmastanandaji in 2015. So we are very happy to have him here, and I will ask him to speak a few words to introduce himself, and then he will greet afterwards after I give my prayers and next announcement. Okay? So come Swami, Jnana, Sudha, Nanda. Jnana, Sudha, Ananda means three part of the name. Jnana means you know, Jnana Yoga you are all knowing. Jnana means knowledge. Sudha is the nectar of knowledge, and whose mind is absorbed in the bliss of the nectar of Jnana, knowledge. So his name is, all the names are given by our great Swamis to remind ourselves that you are not the body, not the mind, you are the Ananda, the bliss. You are the Ananda, the bliss of the nectar of all Jnanas, all knowledge. Thank you. Please come. Go. You have to put it. Put it in here. No, go.
Om Niranjanam Nityam Anantarupam Bhaktanukampa Drutavigraham Vai Ishavataram Paramesha Medyam Tam Ramakrishnam Shirasa Namami. Revered Sarvadevananda Maharaj, revered Chidbrahmananji Maharaj, and respected Matajis of this Santa Barbara convent, and dear devotees. I am extremely glad to be here with you all this morning. I am thankful to Maharaj for the kind words of introduction. As Maharaj said, I just came here 2 weeks ago. This is my first visit to the US. I am extremely glad to be here, especially in the California. The weather is so beautiful, and especially this Santa Barbara ashram. I had seen the pictures and I was enchanted, and today I am here. It's so beautiful. The shrine is really wonderful. The Thakur reminds me of see, the above painting reminds me of our efforts to see Thakur within our own heart. See, as we sit for meditation, we try to visualize him, but still he is not very clear. So he is trying to express himself, so within our hearts. So it is so beautiful and so meaningful here. When I was asked to go to Southern California to our Hollywood Center by our headquarters, I spoke to Maharaj over the phone, Sarvadevanandaji. So he welcomed me. At the same time, he told me that see, don't think that you will come here only to preach and give talks. See, the general impression in India is that the Swamis in the West, in America or Europe, whoever goes there, they will only do preaching work. Okay, so that is the general impression. But Maharaj told me that don't come with that idea. You have to be ready to do every type of work. So that is good. That was good for me in one way, because I am neither a good speaker nor a great scholar. So, so if I can find ways, see, the Vedanta work in America or anywhere else involves, of course it involves preaching, but it is not all that, right? So it involves much more things. See, whether it is doing puja or housekeeping, running a bookshop. So all that is the work of Vedanta. we can further the mission of Vedanta. So I have to figure out in what ways I can contribute to the Vedanta work here. So and I look forward to that. Just one more point. See, those of you who are coming to the Vedanta centers for many years would have listened to the Vedantic ideas from the lips of so many of our monks, right? And some of you might have felt that yes, all the monks, they say more or less the same thing, right? Even Swami Vivekananda, who came here 125 years ago and preached Vedanta, even he was accused of saying the same thing. So somebody told him that, so Swami, you speak good, but you have not told us anything new. So the Swami Vivekananda accepted, he acknowledged, yes, see, you are right, I have not told you anything. So whatever I say, it is all there in the Vedas and Upanishads. But in retelling those truths, if I have stressed some idea according to the situation, depending on the persons to whom I am speaking to, if I have put emphasis on some ideas and able to convey that to that person, and if that person gets new insight, new inspiration to lead spiritual life, then my job is done. So that is the fulfillment I look for. So that is what. See, here we Swamis, we speak on Vedanta. See, what are the ideas in the Vedanta? Main ideas, I think, what Swami Vivekananda taught us is the divinity of the soul, the unity of the Godhead, the oneness of existence, the harmony of religions. See, these are the basic tenets which Swamiji, Swami Vivekananda taught in his talks, and he placed before these ideas. And these are very, very relevant even today, and we want to hear them more and more. See, each Swami here will of course will speak on these ideas, but each will present his ideas in his own way, and that not every person will appeal to everybody. So the presentation of one Swami may appeal to some other Swami may appeal to others. Anyhow, so the basic idea is we should somehow this idea should reach. So that is what we all we Swamis try to do. So whatever we have learnt, as Swamiji said, so I was in Belur Mutt for 12 years, and before that again 2 years I attended the seminary there. So during all these years, whatever I have learned, whatever I have heard from our seniors, that I would look forward to share with you all in the coming months, coming years. So thank you all. So I look forward to seeing you again. Thank you. Thank you.
So welcome, Swami. So you'll have to bear with us. So next, yes, Swami, mostly I think that he was in the headquarters to stay in our headquarters for 12, 14 years. That's a good training, because you see so many illumined Swamis there. That's the benefit of being in Belur Mutt. That is a place by itself is a highly charged place, because Ramakrishna's relics are there, Holy Mother is there, and all the direct disciples, Swami Shivam Brahmananda, Shivananda, they live there, and that spiritually charged area. That's one side. And also living sadhus are there who have attained some heights of spirituality, and that's the vibrant in that respect. And to stay in Belur Mutt itself is good fortune. So at least Swami had the good fortune, we have not that much. But anyway, so Uh, Next Sunday, here is our Swami Chit Brahmananda. He will be speaking the story on stories, on stories next Sunday, 6th. And the classes will be going on the same way. There is one announcement. Sarvapriyananda Swami will be coming here to speak on the 14th of July. And his topic will be Light of Lights. I am announcing advance so that for your knowledge. 14th, that's a Monday. Remember, normally Monday we have no classes, but his date does not allow other date, so he will be speaking here on the evening, 5 p.m., Monday, the 14th of July. And other classes are as usual. And I end with a prayer. Om Shanti, 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 Harihi Om Tat Sat, Sri Ram Krishna Arpanamastu. So we'll be greeting, the Swami will be there, and after that we'll have some question answer session here. If you are willing to have any question, come back after greeting. Thank you. Come closer. If you are have any question, please come closer. Why to so far away? This is informal. So question answer. If you have any question, we can talk about that. So, anything? That's it. Give the phone, a microphone.
Maharaj, Anik Pranam, Nebenawar. And the question that I want to ask is
Loud.
Whenever I sit for chanting or try to meditate, many ideas only, other things keep coming to my mind, and I seem to lose the concentration. How to concentrate? I want to be more concentrated. That is where I'm lacking. Thank you.
That is eternal problem. That is the eternal problem. Mind runs around. We try to think of God, but it goes here and there. That's a common thing. Why? Because external objects are such, and eyes have seen them, ears hear, touch, taste, smell. All the five senses have their corresponding sense objects. So eyes, I can see something beautiful. Mind says, oh, wonderful, go. So we follow that. It is easily available and instant. It is nice food, ice cream. Oh, take it. And you can, wow, it's happy. I am happy to have this taste. So all the objects of the senses which are easily available, and the mind finds instant gratification in that. It is not the fault of the mind. Mind wants joy. Is it not? Everyone tell me. We don't want anything. Mind, you give joy, that mind is happy. I am happy. I am happy means my mind is happy. And whole life is we are seeking for happiness or joy or peace, the same thing in different language. But if I find instantly here, now you are saying, hey, don't go there, come back here. Mind says, why? I find it here. And if you go inward, mind does not find anything at the beginning. It's all imagination in the mind, no? I close my eyes, I don't see anything, it is vacuum. It's a black or a darker area, no? So it is like, we have to train our mind that here is greater joy. Very difficult. I like McDonald's food or fast food things which are easily, tongue says wonderful, but brings ultimately cholesterol and all those difficult situations, no? Now you say, hey, come back, get a good food. No, my mind will not go there. But we have to train the mind again and again, do our practice, keep the mind cheerful, singing some songs. When the mind is distracted, open your eyes, look at the pure image of the divine, read some beautiful inspirational thing to uplift the mind. which will supply the mind with some data, information, and also some food, which will satisfy. And mind wants to understand it is a greater joy, mind will gradually come in this. So that is the reason our mind, when I tend to focus here, mind has its past experience of seeing something, hearing something, tasting something, touching something. All these experiences are there in the mind, the storehouse of mind. Mind collected all those data there. So as soon as I try to focus, mind's natural tendency, because it has found joy in them, found some satisfaction in the sensate experiences, mind goes to your friend, goes to your things of attention. So now we have to teach mind, that's why pratyahara is the first practice. Pratyahara means tell your mind, hey, no, let us go. Think of God in your heart. Guru has given the divine form to meditate, whatever may be, Rama, Krishna, Kali, Rama, Krishna, or Durga, or Christ, or some light, whatever the Guru has told and mantra has given, think that it is here and come back here. He may listen to you once, instantly he will forget and he will run in somewhere. And you also forget. After half an hour you can find that, oh, my mind was rotating here, I totally forgot. Because we are so much pulled by the other old sanskaras, impressions. That's why it does not come here. So it is there is no other way but practice. Gita says, Abhyasena tu kaunteya vairagyena cha grijyate. You have to practice, two ways are there. Abhyasa means repeated practice. Try. This morning I tried for half an hour. Okay, I got another time. Suppose you are sitting here, mentally think, God is in my heart. Repeat the mantra anywhere you are walking. Or anything you are seeing, oh, God is behind the beautiful flower, God is behind the moon, God is behind the sun, just to bring God awareness. So if we train the mind this way, to search for seeing God or feeling God, in presence of God, that will help us. So that's why abhyas, practice. And vairagya, teach mind that mind you got that food last time. How much happy you were? You were happy, see the food was in your tongue and came down here. Taste is how long? How long you taste a good food? Tip of the tongue to the throat, no? Beyond that there is any sensation? So teach your mind, hey mind, you want that thing and it flitters away. In a split second it comes. Are you happy with that? So why are you trying? Let us try here. To vairagya means detachment. That's also practice. Not to deprive the mind from joy. Mind it. You will have to give some food to mind. You cannot say only don't go there. That will not do. You have to give something, some positive food to it. So that practice and abhyasa and vairagya. Vairagya means detachment. Not to stop eating, but the attachment to that thing should be given away. Because the main purpose is the joy that we feel in the sensate experience is so limited. As soon as you see something beautiful, it gives a joy in your mind. And just after that scene, you suddenly see a very great accident. You will be scared. So these experiences are coming and going, coming and going. So why shall I attach to that? Let me face it, let me do the best and focus on God. So abhyasa vairagya. Patanjali says, Satu dirghakala. Long time you have to practice this. Don't expect in a day or two mind will be. Because you have allowed the mind for from childhood till today, and in Hindus believe other life, other life, other life, other life. So their impact is so strong, mind cannot just quickly shift it to in another direction. So, satu dirgha kala, so the practice of meditation should be dirgha kala, nairantarja, nirantar. Every second, 1 second I think of God. What happens for us? We think of God one moment, and maybe 5 hours goes, I forget and work, and suddenly I may remember, or I remember in the morning or in the evening, and whole day I forget. Patanjali says, no, nirantar, you have to practice now and then, and it should be so that there will be no gap of thought. That means every moment I remember him. So that's a practice. Dirgha kala nairantar, satkara sevito. We do our meditation and spiritual practice. How? A guru has given me the mantra, I'll have to do, okay, 10 minutes, finishing 108 japa quickly, as far as possible. No, I do it love. It's like a most palatable thing for me to take the name of God. So that's so satkara sivito. And till you continue, then your mind is established in firmness. Dridho bhumi. Mind becomes established in firm ground. So that is the practice of bhasa. As people do that, say you people know, when the children, you teach them to keep their mind from play to study. They actually what they do, they want to play, and you make them, no, just now study, I'll give you a lozenge, toffee, I'll give you a cake, and this and that, just read for half an hour, but he will run away, again. So that is the way our mind is like a child. We will have to be trained again and again. That's a regular practice, regular meditation, regular prayer, regular bhajan singing. So how to keep the mind saturated in God consciousness in whole day. Then if we sit in the morning, it will be more concentrated. At the end of the day when he comes, it will be more concentrated. But if I forgot whole day and become busy with the worldly issues and come with the disturbed mind, the mind will be meditating on the disturbed thoughts. What has happened in your office? Who has told you something? All these will be predominant because we have not allowed our mind to think of God or trained the mind to think like that. So it is all practice.
Thank you, Maharaj.
Loud, little.
Pranam Swamiji. My question is, today we discussed about the process of purification. Today we discuss about the process of purification. Is there any book or some lecture somewhere which I can follow in a more practical way, which describes the steps?
Yeah.
I don't know if I am clear.
Yeah, I'm clear.
Thank you.
Yeah, their books are there. If suppose you go to the Raja Yoga, they will find that Raja Yoga says that what you have to practice every day before meditation, preparation before meditation. Say you should be a person where you can find in Raja Yoga by Swami Vivekananda, and there this chapter, probably 2.8 verse number probably. You can check it, I forgot exactly. And there it says that 8 steps to yoga. 8, the concentration is 8, 8 steps are there. 8 steps. What are the 8 steps? First, from moral codes and ethics, yama, niyama, then asana, take care of the physical body, then pranayama, control your breath, then you go to meditation. So what are these steps here? Yama and niyama, very simple. Yama means control. I shall control myself. How? Yama is ahimsa. I will not hurt or injure anybody in word, thought, deed. I will never do that. What a great vow. The world turmoil going on in the name of religion stops at the very first point. You are to be a spiritual person, stop this nonsense. First learn ahimsa. Being violent, you are preaching religion. Fools can be deluded by that. Spirituality, there is no touch of spirituality there. So first point, ahimsa. They say power of ahimsa, you will find, go to Mahatma Gandhi, see the power of ahimsa. See the power of King Martin Luther King Jr. See the power of this. That means this is great control. To control yourself, well, there is so much of violence, no? To be non-violent, non-injury. So that's a great vow. So the ethical, moral life starts there. First point. Second point, Satya, hold on to truth. You are talking about high Vedanta or you are talking about high spirituality, forget that. Be first a human being, not a brute. Being a brute, you cannot be religion. So people misunderstand religion there, they are not paying attention. So these are the things, the self-control. These are the steps. What to do, how to mind will be controlled. Because you are watchful. Am I saying anything that it will hurt others? We say things and we repent later on. But before saying, have you the control? Am I saying it is simply good or it's beneficial for anyone, for me or others? So ahimsa. So am I saying this word? Oh, I am very truthful. I say whatever comes to my mind. You have no control over your tongue. Why will you say what is there? Who have asked you to say everything, whatever comes in your mind? Restless and uncontrolled personality can do like that. So, satya, astyo. Astyo, non-stealing. Be moral, be ethical, don't steal. Not money, not wealth only. Unethical things. Don't see which is unethical. Don't hear what is unethical. All the senses should be controlled like that. All control, control, control. Then comes concentration. People at the beginning start with concentration without this background, that's why there's a failure. So ahimsa, non-injury, non-violence, satya, truthfulness, astyo, non-stealing, brahmacharya, celibacy. You talk about religion, you are immoral, you cannot have any self-control and you want to be spiritual. It is an idiotic talk. Celibacy. Well, celibacy means, absolute celibacy, that's a different thing. So the monks or nuns who decide to take that life, they will do that. But celibacy, are you honest to your husband and wife? Are you one-pointed love? Or are you betraying or doing nonsense? So that should be fundamental thing of spirituality. So that without this ground, you are bringing a superstructure, no ground. 10-story building, you start just on the roof, on the ground. A little wind comes and little crash comes, it will collapse. That's why it is collapsing means destroying yourself, destroying others. So ahimsa, satya, truthfulness, astyo, non-stealing, celibacy, brahmacharya, and fifth point is you should have to non-receiving gift. That means it is a bigger attitude. Everyone will give me something. this Christmas is coming, oh, I didn't get any gift. Or I have sent a gift and they didn't recognize me. Sorry, why are you beggar? Control yourself. If anyone gives you love, respect, that's okay. But why are you so beggar? So, these 5 qualities. Now, Shaucha, keep your body clean. Wash yourself. That is the big thing in Islamic religion, the cleanliness of the body. But our Hindu religion, they go further. Yes, Shaucha, keep the body clean because this is God's temple. Is it not God's temple? What is the difference between this body and dead body? So long God is there, that's why eyes are seeing, I am talking good or bad, whatever. Dead body does not speak, does not see, does not hear. So it is Lord residing in this home. That's why it is God's temple. This is called temple. Why? It's a hall. Because the Lord's image is there, we worship there. So Lord is sitting here in the heart as consciousness. So, Santosh, keep the mind always contented. How? Try your best to live the life. When you ask whatever you need, make an effort. But don't be discontented. Someone has a good house, don't be jealous of others. If you need something, yes, try to procure that, work hard to have it. But you should not be jealous because someone is having good health. Oh, my health is so bad here. Why is so much good health? Are happy. Be happy with the happiness of others. Not be jealous. So, Santosh, mental peace, Santosh. Tapa, little suffering comes in life. Take it as austerity. It is wiping away my bad karmas, tapas. Sadhaya, read every day some high Vedantic spiritual text, what appeals to your heart. Whatever religion you follow, whatever tradition you follow, find the best inspirational areas, read them and repeat God's name. That's called Sadhaya. And after doing all these things, say, oh Lord, I surrender everything to you. Be humble to God. So these are called these niyama. 5 yama, 5 niyama. These are the steps. Then asana. Then go to yoga school. Make the body fit and strong so that you can sit long time, hours without any back pain, neck pain, leg pain, all this. You will not feel them. So do exercise, physical body, yoga, and health, take care. Pranayama, this restlessness of the mind to control, practice little pranayama. So pranayama means because prana, breathing has a connection with your mind. When you are angry, your breath is one type, is it not? When you are angry, what happens to our breath? It's so different. Emotional, you are different. When you are peaceful, you are different. You are in a sleep mood, one type. When you are very active, right nostril will be more. So have a balanced movement. If you can do that, that's why controlling the breath, you control the mind. So much is the preparation. Then you sit for meditation. Then you focus the mind towards this goal. But without having this background, just people what they do, just sit and start meditation. How it will be successful. So these are all mentioned in the Raja Yoga. You can read, say, if you read the Viveka Chudamani, you can, of Shankaracharya, then Vedantic way of what is the process of controlling the mind like that. Viveka, Vairagya, Samadhi, Sataka Sampatti, Mumukshatta. So these are in every path. In Bhakti Yoga you go, Narada Bhakti Sutra, you can find how these steps are necessary. What is the sign? You are a devotee. What is the sign that you are becoming a good devotee? You will like to run there where there is someone is talking about God. You will be enjoying where there is a bhajan and kirtan is going on, singing and dancing in the name of God is going on. Matters little wherever. Ramakrishna used to go everywhere. Who is calling upon God, he will go, uninvited even, and start singing, dancing. Then, you see, do satsanga, avoid unholy association. Tattu sangatyagat vishayatyagat. How will you reach that goal? Association of the worldly people, and even the vishaya, the sense objects. Then satarati samayam tarati. He conquers, he goes. So Bhakti says, Narada says, he conquers Maya, he transcends Maya. So any scripture you go, read these few books, you will find so many inspiration there.
Thank you so much.
Okay? Okay, so now we can do some little meditation.